The Last Executors. Victor and Alara decided to set up their research station at the very edge of the known universe. Their life pace was humble and quiet, far from the bustle of overcrowded cities where time was measured only by productivity. They were ready to begin a new chapter of existence. One morning, Victor presented his latest invention, which he considered his greatest discovery. It was a fully autonomous probe designed to search for the forgotten archives of ancient civilizations without any human assistance. The peaceful atmosphere was shattered by an urgent message from headquarters. Alara had to explain to Victor that a dangerous digital virus had penetrated their network, threatening to erase every byte of data in the sector. As the official executor of digital rights, Victor had to execute the necessary security protocols immediately. In that moment, he felt like an executioner tasked with fulfilling a system's last will, ending the existence of entire virtual worlds. The path to the main server led through a messy storage room that grew messier every day until it became the messiest place on the station. It was a tangle of cables and components that would normally bother Alara, but now there was no time for tidying. Before heading into the unshielded part of the station, Alara had to don her spacesuit. Although she preferred to be barefoot, the environment required protection, and under the intense artificial lamps, she had to apply sun cream, specifically the heavy suntan lotion she kept for emergencies. She was willing to start the repairs immediately. Work in the field had technically began a week ago during routine maintenance, but the recovery process was only truly begun now. Victor felt the urge to stop her, but instead, he had to urge her to follow every safety rule. Through the monitor, they watched the screens of the infected terminals, which acted like unpredictable psychopaths. The speakers began to emit a high-pitched giggle. Alara let out a long yawn. Since yawning is contagious, Victor soon found himself yawning too. Victor barely reached a level of comprehension that allowed him to compare all the risks involved. When he performed a final comparison with the history of previous attacks, he realized the situation was much more dire than they had imagined. Finally, Victor had to admit he would regret his technical mistakes for a long time. He had to adjust his temper and learn to treat others with more care, perhaps even pamper them. He was impressed by the deep impression left by their shared desire to conquer the unknown.